Okay, today we are reading about hibernation. So that is because it's getting cold out. And did you guys put coats on? I did. Did you put mittens on?
Not yet.
No mittens. How about, did you put any hats or scarves or boots on? But what do the raccoons do? Do they have coats to put on? Have you ever seen a raccoon with a coat?
Does a raccoon have a coat? No.
How about the little mice?
Do the mice have coats? Well, they do.
They have fur on, but they don't get to put anything else on. They're wearing the same coat they had on in the summertime. My husband has a horse, and his horse gets a little bit furrier, but he doesn't get to put on anything extra. His little ears are still just kind of bare. And little mice don't have any fur on their tails and their ears. Think how cold they get outside. So today we're going to read about hibernation, because some animals, not all of them, but some animals cuddle up in a really warm place and spend their winter. So let's read where they go. This is a good one. Let's read this one. This one has a lot of different animals in it. It's called Bear Snores On, because bears kind of hibernate and kind of don't. They wake up sometimes. They go in a big cave or somewhere safe and they cuddle all up, but sometimes they wake up. So let's read. Do you want to come close so you can see the pictures? Yeah, come sit right up here if you want to. There you go. That's nice. Okay, bear snores on. Now, do you see any other animals in this picture? What other animals do you see in this picture?
Yeah.
Is there something else in there?
What else is on there? She was saying her brother read that for an AR book at school.
Oh. So have you read it before? Did he read it to you? Oh, very good. The bear snores on. And look it's cold in that picture, don't you think? And look at his cozy little den that he goes in. Doesn't that look warm? Oh boy. And of course bears have fur coats on, don't they? Yeah, so here it is. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-patter tiptoe, creep-crawls in the cave from the fluffy snow. Here comes a little mouse gonna sneak in. Will the bear wake up? No, you don't think so. The mouse squeaks, "Too damp, too dank, too dark." So he lights wee twigs in a small hot spark. So the little mouse went in the den where the big bear is, and he lit a fire. What will the bear say about that? Will he wake up? Let's see. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. He's still sleeping, isn't he?
Still sleeping.
Yep. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And the hare pops in. See that rabbit? They call him a hare here. "Ho, Mouse," says the hare, "long time no see." You have to sit down on the floor, sweetheart. Yeah, he has a hot cocoa, doesn't he? Yeah. "Ho, Mouse," says the hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Yep, he has some black. She's fine. She's fine. We can see. So look, they're making some hot cocoa and tea by the fire. What's the bear going to say? Is he going to wake up? Let's see. Mouse sips wee slurps and hare burps big burps, but the bear snores on. He's not waking up yet. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs at the air. I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we could share? He wants some of their yummy cocoa. I've brought honey nuts, the badger says with a grin. Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in. Oh, so he brought a treat to share too. I bet bears would like that, don't you think? And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch, but the bear snores on. Would you wake up if everybody was crunching around you? A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night, what a storm," twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. Oh my goodness, they're turning it into a party right in his den. Is he going to wake up yet? You know the story, don't you? They tweet and they twitter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear, what does he do? Snores on. That's right. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Look at, see how nice and cozy it looks and warm? They're having a nice fire and they're dancing around it. And that old bear's not waking up. Hare stokes the fire, mouse seasons the stew, then a small pepper fleck makes the bear achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole world freezes. Oh my goodness, do you think a bear would eat a rabbit? He might. Do you think a bear would eat a crow? He might. Do you think a bear would eat a mole? He might. How about a badger? I don't know. Here come some friends. They're going to hear our story too. Come on in. Hi, welcome. Hey, Satomi. Come on in and sit down. There's lots of room right up here by us. Come sit down, guys. We're reading about a bear and he's snoring. He's sound asleep. And he just, what did he just do? Achoo! He woke up, didn't he? He has lots of other animals in his den and they're having a party and he's been asleep. Now the bear wakes up, the bear gnarls and snarls, the bear roars and rumbles, the bear jumps and stomps and growls and grumbles. Oh boy, look at all the other animals. They're scurrying around. Oh no. What? There he is. Let's see what he's gonna do. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping and I've had none. And he whimpers and moans and he wails and he groans and the bear blubbers on.
Oh,
Did you think that the bear would cry when that happened? I thought he might growl. I thought he might gobble them up. But did you think he would cry and be sad, that big bear? Mouse squeaks, don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn. We can brew more tea. That little mouse, the tiniest one in there, is the one who's brave enough to talk to the bear.
so quiet.
Yeah, he was crying. Oh, how does the bear look now?
Happy.
He's happy. Look at him. I think he's holding the mole in his lap, isn't he? He didn't eat him up. Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. Can you sit down on your bottom so the children behind you can see? Okay, you can sit right there. You don't have to back up. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, the bear can't sleep. He's already had his big, long nap, hasn't he? Let's see what the others do. But his friends snore on. Everybody else went to sleep and the bear woke up this time. Didn't he? He woke up. Yep, there's the bear. He has all his friends around him. Okay, let's see what else we have. We're talking about hibernation today and about bears and other animals that sleep through the night. Let's see if we can find another really good story. Animals is right. Let's read these. Okay. here we go. Oh, this looks like it might be a good one too. These are all about bears, but you know, Now, do you ever do that at bedtime when your mommy and daddy say time for sleep and you don't go to bed? Sometimes do you dance around a little bit? Let's see what the bear does. But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard, as twilight fell, "Drive a Jeep, Big Bear, drive a Jeep." I don't think bears drive Jeeps, do you? But see the little family camping here? He wants to go see what they're doing. He's curious. So Big Bear yawned as he drove around in a Jeep on a road just south of town. Look, he took their Jeep and he drove it around. Is this a true story? Do bears really drive Jeeps? Do bears drive Jeeps? No, they don't drive cars, do they? But did you notice it said the Big Bear yawned? What does that mean? Is he getting sleepy? Yes, he's getting sleepy. Let's see. But after a while, he stopped in a park. An old man whispered as it grew dark, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard a dry leaves fell. "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." Is he going to go to sleep now? Let's see. Okay, sit down, sweetie, so the children behind you can see. See them behind you? So Big Bear went to a house down the street and swept each room so nice and neat. Look, he went in somebody's house. He's thinking of lots of things to do before he goes to bed. But after a while, he yawned again, and Old Man Winter warned his friend, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as shadows fell, "Leap." Yeah, garbage can, that's right. "Leap, Big Bear, leap." So instead of sleeping, he's leaping. Who can tell me what it means to leap? Do you know what that means? Instead of sleeping, he's leaping. Can you show me what a leap is? Stand up and show me. Oh, I don't think so. It means to jump. And instead of going to sleep, he's going to jump. Let's see. So Big Bear found a frog he knew and played leapfrog while the cold wind blew, till all at once he fell to the ground. The wind through the trees was the only sound, and Old Man Winter said with a frown, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." What do your mommy and daddy do if you don't go right to sleep? Do they frown and say, "Go to sleep"? That's what the Old Man Winter's trying to say. Go to sleep, Big Bear. But he's not. Now, let's see. But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as darkness fell, "Dive, Big Bear, dive." So Big Bear padded to a clear blue lake, finding it hard to stay awake. Uh-oh, he's getting sleepy. Is he going to go to sleep this time? Oh my goodness, he went right in the water. He dove in. Look at that. That's going to wake him up. I bet that's cold. It says, water. He dove in the deep and swam to the shore. He had never been so very tired before. Do you think he'll go to sleep this time? His head dropped down and he let out a snore, and Old Man Winter said once more, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard snowflakes fell. "Climb a mountain, Big Bear, climb." So look, see him walking and walking? He's still not going to sleep. He's going to climb a mountain. Oh my goodness. So Big Bear trudged up to the mountaintop where the cold wind blew and the temperature dropped, and he sat on a stump on the highest spot and he wished for a blanket and a fold-up cot. Look at how cold he is, all crunched up there on top of the mountain. He's cold. And it's snowing. Then he stumbled back down with his eyes half shut, so tired he didn't know which end was up. Old Man yelled while shaking his head, He can't believe this bear's still awake, can he? Hey there, bear, did you hear what I said? It's winter time. Now go to bed. Go to bed.
Sounds more like parents.
Big Bear's eyes were droopy and red. You could have told me before, he said. He lumbered nearby to his cozy den and rubbed his eyes and yawned again. Old Man Winter tried to tell him lots of times, didn't he? But Big Bear didn't listen. He put on his PJs and blew out the light, and fluffing his pillow, he said, "Good night." There he goes. Good night. He's asleep. Yep. Let's see if we have another one. Let's try this one. It's called Hibernation Station. And I think it's it looks like it might have to do with trains. See, the bear has trains on his jammies. Now, is this going to be a true story? Do bears wear jammies? No, bears don't wear jammies, do they? Now, it's hibernation time, and look what color the leaves are. What color are the leaves? When do bears hibernate? Is it summertime with lots of leafy green leaves? No, it's kind of fall time, isn't it? There's no snow, but the leaves are orange. So, oh, look who's here. See the mommy raccoon and the babies with their jammies on? See all those raccoon jammies? That's a silly one. Hi, sweetie. So let's see what this says. Fuzzy slippers, warm pajama, forest babies and their mamas. Oh, those are nice babies. Show up early at the station, time for winter hibernation. Here they go. Bats and chipmunks in the middle, bears and mice from big to little. Look at all those animals. What do you see in that picture? Can you see some animals? What do you see? Does anybody see a frog? Can you see a frog there? Uh-huh. Can you see a skunk? Can you see a squirrel? Yeah, squirrel. Can you see a raccoon? Yeah, raccoon, yeah. Okay, let's see what oh, there's a turtle. Groundhogs, turtles, snakes, and frogs slipping into holes and logs, fluff the pillows, snuggle in, but then, what's gonna happen? Commotion in a den. I cannot sleep, a black bear roars. My roommate rolls around and snores. The bear can't sleep because his roommate's snoring. Uh-oh. A groundhog cries, "This hole's too tight. It's dark in here. I need more light." They don't like where they're sleeping, do they? Then, uh-oh, trouble near the stream. Uh-oh, I think the train went in the water. Does it look like that little train went in the water? Let's see. Uh-oh. The hedgehog babies start to scream. Uh-oh. Hold on, let's turn this noisy thing off, shall we? There, the hedgehog babies start to scream. Just when the beds begin to sink, two chipmunks cry, we spilled a drink. I don't think a drink's gonna matter in all that water, do you? Uh-oh. And while you're up, we need more snacks and bring more pillows for our backs. Just then a frog began, I'm scared to be down here alone. All those animals, nobody can get comfortable, can they? The bears in charge in railroad caps review the hibernation maps. Hey, they're going a long ways. Come on, Black Bear, bring your shoes. Here's a quiet place to snooze. They're trying to get comfy. It's hard sometimes. Come on, Chipmunk, sip, 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 nibble, nibble, drip, drip, drip. They're having their last snack of nuts before they go to sleep. See their big fat cheeks? Oopsie is right. Blankets, pillows, extra snug. Come on, frog, you need a hug. See the little frog on the bear's nose? I don't think the bear can get his arms out to give him a hug, though. It's getting snowier. Climb on top and join the heap. There they all are in that big log. Soon everyone is fast asleep. They're all snuggled in together. And that's the end of all aboard. All right, let's see if we can find one that's not about a bear. Oh, maybe. Oh, look at this one. Oh, here's a good one. Animals in winter. Who's that? A fox, that's right. Let's see what this one says. Now, do you think foxes hibernate? Do you think they're going to go to sleep all winter? No, because look at his fluffy, furry tail. He's going to stay warm with his fur. Let's see. The days grow short, the nights grow long. It's getting colder. Winter's coming. Leaves have fallen from the trees. There are no berries in the bushes. Insects are gone. The grass is dead and brown. Our grass is dead and brown, isn't it? Birds and other animals are getting ready to fly south for the winter. They go where it's warm and sunny, where there's food for them to eat. And when spring comes, they'll be back. There goes. Does anybody know that one? I see a red-winged blackbird. I see a bluebird. Lots of them. Oh, what's that? Lightning bugs, is that what you said? And this one is a butterfly. Did you know butterflies fly south for the winter? Butterfly, they're gonna fly a long way. Look at them all on the big tree. Butterflies don't hibernate. They fly to a warmer place and they all hang on the big, big tree. Many bats fly south too, but some bats stay in the north all winter. When the weather gets cold, they go in a cave. See how the bats all hang? Did you know they hang upside down? See the bats hanging on with their toes and hanging their heads down? Oh, that's what they do in the winter. Woodchucks hibernate. When fall comes, a woodchuck eats and eats and eats and eats. He eats grass. What do you think a woodchuck would eat? What do you think? Have you ever heard, what's the saying? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck would chuck. Yeah. And so what else do you think a woodchuck would eat? Grass. It says grass, twigs, and leaves, and he gets really fat. And then, look where he goes, down in his little hibernation place. See the little tiny den where he's going to sleep? See his little beds all made? What a good spot to sleep. Oh, oh my goodness. Sorry. There we go. There he is, all curled up in his bed. Would you like to sleep in a bed like that? Yeah, he's all curled up. And some animals don't have to hibernate. They gather food and save it for winter. That's what a pika does. A pika looks like a little rabbit, but with round ears. And they live up high in the mountains. That's what beavers do too. We have lots of beavers who are chewing up our trees right now because they're saving them for winter. They're taking some in their mouth just like this. And they're going down into the bank where they live. They don't live in little huts like sometimes you see beavers. Our beavers live in the banks. They dig a hole in the side of the bank and that's where they live. So we're losing lots of trees because the beavers are getting ready for winter.
And beavers like water.
Yeah, beavers like water. That's right. And, oh, here's a squirrel. There you are. That's right. Yep. That's very cute. Thank you. So here's a squirrel, and he's hiding his nuts. See all of his nuts? He's going to eat lots of nuts. Oh, and here are the mice. You know what the mice do? They like to go in the barn. They live outside all summer, and in the winter, they want to go inside. So the cats are starting to eat those mice, aren't they? Oh, and look at the deer. Have you seen deer like this by your house somewhere? Can you see that? The deer don't go to sleep in the winter, do they? They go to my house and eat the bushes. And here's a rabbit. He has to hunt under the snow for something to eat. Oh boy, he gets hungry. It's hard to find food under the snow. And there's the fox. He grows his fur nice and thick to keep warm. He hunts for mice and rabbits. And look, he sees a little mouse and look how he jumps up. He's gonna jump right on that mouse. See that? See the mouse? The fox is gonna get him. Oh my goodness. And let's see what, oh, when the winter's cold and the snow is deep, many animals cannot find food. And so there are ways that we can feed them. Do you have a bird feeder at your house? We can feed birds. We can look at the Nature Center bird feeder because it's right outside. And look, this person put little bits of apples on the twigs outside. This person has lots of things for the animals to eat outside. And then when spring comes, the grass will be green and all the animals will have lots of food to eat. Okay, let's see how much time we have. We are kind of out of time. Let's look at the pictures of one more book. Look at this cute picture. See this little guy? He's gonna eat these berries. Don't they look yummy? He looks happy. He has berries to eat. So when we go outside, let's see if we can see a place where there are berries to eat, shall we? Here he is in his little hole peeking out. See him peeking out of the tree?
Berries.
Yep, and on the back, there he is sleeping. He's sleeping in his cute little house. Let's see if we have some other cute pictures of, oh, we don't have this guy beside us. Is that a jaguar? Big cats, that's a leopard and a giraffe. They don't go to sleep because they don't have a cold, cold winter. They don't have to go to sleep like our animals do. All right, let's put your coats and mittens and boots on, and let's see if we can go for a walk and find some.